What's going on, people? IOBA, my name is TC. So, Donald Trump has started his promised mass deportation exercise. He's kicking people out the country left, right, and center. Kicking in doors and shit like that. Letting people know you're not wanted here. Getting on with the whitening of the country. Because that's what he said he was going to do. And he's going to make a big show of it this week, too. It's going to be all over the news. And my thing is this. A lot of us who've been here for generations and generations, well, we kind of feel some type of way about it because when a lot of people come from other parts of the world, the first thing they want to do is shit on black people. A lot of times they feel like no matter how bad things get when they first get here, they always a step above black people. A lot of people from other parts of the world get vetted before they come over here and told not to even fuck with black people. That we're dangerous, that we're criminals, that we don't work. Perpetuate all of these crazy ass stereotypes and myths about us. Well, that's why we feel, some type of way with regard to immigration. We don't care one way or the other, most of us. Now, I ain't saying this about all immigrants from everywhere, but enough of them to where it's a problem. Because I've had the shit put in my own very face. This superiority complex that they sometimes have. I had the shit put right in my face. But the United States, it already knows what it wants to do, though. It wants to, like I said earlier, it wants to whiten the country up, and it's going to start by kicking out a bunch of black folks. Some brown ones, too, but some black folks. And that leaves a different problem for Donald Trump and the Republicans. That leaves a different problem. What they going to do with the niggas that they can't make leave? What do you think Donald Trump and the Republicans have in store for people like me who they can't make leave? You see what I mean? There's probably 40 million of black people in this country who are foundational black Americans. So what they're going to do is make our life miserable for the next 4 fucking years. They've already started trying to strip away civil rights that we fought for during the 1960s. Already trying to roll all that shit back. I guess Byron Donalds will get his Jim Crow moment, just like he talked about. I guess old Byron Donalds will be happy because we'll be back in Jim Crow. Because before civil rights, that's what it was. So if you trying to roll back civil rights, that's where you trying to place us. So the plan for the black people that Donald Trump can't figure out what to do with is to set us back to where we were in 1955. Sitting at the back of the bus and moving out the way when white folks walk through and shit. Letting all of the crazy crackers go. The ones that form militias. And those guys that ran up into the Capitol building. All of those white supremacist, Proud Boy, Oath Keeper type motherfuckers. Letting them all go. Granting them pardons and shit. While at the same time trying to strip us of our rights as U.S. citizens. Now, I don't know about anybody else, but it kind of pisses me off. I don't know about anybody else, but we got to be very, very, very wary of that shit. Making it so white boys can just kill you on the subway, and they figure out a way to let you go and make you a hero. That's where we at. That's what we coming up on. So, what are we going to do about it? Us black people going to do what we always do. We're going to put steel in our spine, and we're going to stand up to them. But we're going to do it differently this time. We don't need these big, grandiose shows of our personal protection devices that we keep in our house. But just know, it ain't going to be nothing like when y'all used to burn down black towns and burn up black neighborhoods back in the day. It ain't going to be nothing like that. It ain't going to be nothing like that. Aren't going to be any soft targets like that. There's just not. It makes me wonder, though. It makes me wonder. I mean, the way things are going. How are black law enforcement officers going to feel when they asked to suppress their own uncles and aunties and cousins and brothers and sisters who are in the street protesting police injustice? Because that's what's going to happen. How are the black officers going to feel when they asked to fire on their own people? Will they do it? How are the black soldiers going to react when they ask to fire on their people? Because the streets is about to fill up. Everybody think Donald Trump playing, but he really means making America great again, means making America white again. And the black people that I can't make leave, I'm going to suppress the shit out of them. That's what he's talking about. That's what seems to be happening. Remember all that shit they talked about back in 2017 and 2018, looking for black identity extremists, all that shit. That shit didn't go away. It didn't go away at all. They watch our social media. They're looking for that red, black, and green flag that I'm going to have draped behind me in a few weeks when I change up my spot. They listening for, buzzwords and code words, because they're always watching what black people do, because they got a sick obsession with us. And when we start to say certain things, they start paying closer attention. So what we do is we develop our code and we live by it. And we support each other and we back each other up. Because at the end of the day, that's all we got. As I said earlier, the United States can deport many black people as they find that ain't been here, more than, say, 5 years. But it's a group of black people that they can't do nothing to or can't do nothing with. And that's us. They're already trying to run us out of the workforce with the no more DEI. No more DEI. It's discriminating against me and I'm white. That's them. You know what I'm saying? Reverse discrimination. That's some shit they made up. Get the fuck out of here, reverse discrimination, my ass. These people own and control 90+% of everything in this country, and it's not enough. And now they got the White House, they got the Senate, and they got the Congress, and they got the Supreme Court. And so now they want to jack the country back to 1955. And think people going to lay down and let them do it. By the time these motherfuckers leave office, this country is going to be so toe up until nobody in the rest of the world wants anything to do with America. I mean, you can do this isolation tariff the whole world, sanction the whole world, bullshit all you want to. But at the end of the day, you're going to be all by yourself, and ain't no update. Business just going to flow all around the United States. The United States going to be a depressed little empire that nobody wants anything to do with. And that the people inside the empire, I'll be gone by then. The people living inside the empire be the most miserable people on the earth. They'll be fed a constant stream of bullshit telling them that they're living in the greatest country in the world when the opposite is true. That's the heading we're on. That's where it is. This old rusty ass goddamn relic of a country where nobody wants to upgrade anything serious like your education system, or upgrade your infrastructure, your electrical grid, or your roads and bridges and all of that. No one wants to do any major projects. Everybody just wants to hate. And the darker you are, the more they hate you. Don't nobody want to do nothing constructive in this new administration we got with the miracle president. I call him a miracle president, and it make it sound like, a good thing. It's only a miracle that this motherfucker made it back to the White House. That's why I call him that. But anyway, everybody around this dude, all they want to talk about is hate and destruction and killing and war and money. Nothing about progress and people and, rebuilding some of this broken down bridges and dumping money into schools. They just want to increase the military budget, increase money for cops, increase the money for the Coast Guard, just for weapons, just for guns, just for our killing machines. That's the only thing anybody could get any help with. But the people, especially the black ones, especially the ones that they can't make leave, like us, they want to beat us down into the dirt now. It's going to get a lot worse before it gets better. Because like I said, the people are going to be in the streets by summer. By summer. You dig me? Anyway. Oh, and before I go, remember what I said about I think I mentioned it earlier, not allowing yourself to become a soft target? Don't do that. Don't allow yourself to become a soft target. Don't be answering motherfucking questions. No, Brad is not your friend. No, Becky don't love you like that. No. Don't let your guard down. You dig me? Anyway, thanks for coming by and listening to me talk my shit. And hit the subscribe button on your way out. And I will catch you on the next one. TC. And I'm out. Peace.